I think we're getting there. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Chumps Week. Chumps Week. It is it's coming to an end. Our season one of the Call of Duty Rec League. I will be your caster for today. My name is Senor, and alongside me we have Mr. Cookie Monster himself. Go ahead and introduce yourself, my friend.
Welcome everybody. We're very excited to get started here with Chump Weeks. We've got a pretty strong matchup here with Florida Muteteers versus Los Angeles tonight. I'm very excited to see how this goes, and I hope you guys are too.
Yeah, so we actually have both Florida and what is it? It's Florida Muteteers, and then we have the lag from Division 2 as well as Division 4. We're just waiting for these guys to get ready. I think we have the matchups for the maps that these guys decided on. Let's take a look here. Like I was saying, today we have at our first matchup is going to be lag from Division 2 with Florida Muteteers as their opponent. And then right after at the, I think actually that should be at like 9:30, 9 o'clock. We're going to have the Division 3. Oh, sorry. Division 3, not Division 4. That's my bad. Lag versus the Florida Muteteers.
Some dynasties we got here.
Yeah, man. A lot of you know what? I played with a couple of these guys last week. I think you did too, right?
Yeah.
I don't think there's that big of a difference between divisions, even though like a lot of times people are like A division is where all the sweats are. I think some of these guys in like Division 2, like 2, 3, and 4 right now can really hang with them. It's just more so like they just need more reps, man, more practice, me included.
Totally.
Like
there
this,
are definitely some really good players in these Division 2 teams, Division 3 as well. I think what it kind of comes down to is just how they all work together as a team.
yeah,
Everybody might be a little new to the competitive scene here, but I've seen some pretty crazy improvements thus far from a lot of notable players.
yeah. There's a lot of grinders, man. A lot of people hopping in 8s and 10s. Every day, week by week. You have more people coming in, new people hopping into the Discord. And it's just kind of wild just seeing how everybody kind of gets along for the most part, and there's very little issues in my opinion when it comes to just who joins the Discord and how everybody plays, and everyone's fairly helpful, fairly friendly on like trying to teach everybody something new.
Yeah, I'd say the number one most important thing to getting better is just reps. Like you said earlier, people who hop in these 8s and the 10s that I see consistently, they're getting better, and it's really exciting to see. So hopefully this Chumps, everybody brings their A games, and we're gonna see some top performances. I think we will for sure.
Were you able to catch the EU matches earlier?
No, I wasn't. How'd they go?
So I know from what I heard, especially a lot of the EU mates, EU had one fairly like dominant team in Atlanta, and we were expecting a really close like final, like Chumps, but it was a solid 3-0, and I feel like the hard point is always really close, and then like the search, that's when you kind of learn where people are gonna be. I see a couple of people asking to boost your mic. I should have turned you up. I think you should be good now.
Yeah, hopefully everyone can hear me fine now. I'll move my mic a little closer as well. Let us know if you have any problems if you can't hear me or anything. But no, yeah, a lot of divisions kind of have those standout teams. It's in Division A as well. You have some standout teams, just kind of some dominant people. And I think in the hard point, it might not seem like some teams they're strong in hard points, some are stronger in S&D. I guess every team's a little different, but I think we should expect some pretty close games tonight. I don't think anyone is just a far favorite here, so yeah. I'm excited. Hopefully we have some game 5s. Hopefully I can see a round 11 in game 5, something exciting like that. But regardless, it'll be a good time, and I'm really excited to watch.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like as the weeks went on, like the Swiss bracket finally started to kick in and get into effect. Especially like last week, we had a lot of close matches, a lot of more competitive matches, I would say too. Like it's one thing to be really close, but I think it's another when you start seeing some of these players like start to get into their groove, start to pull out into that Slayer position, or starting to get those rotations or stuff like that. It's really cool to see, especially when almost all the teams are pretty much RNG. Like the only thing that you have is at most maybe a duo. After that, everybody else is just kind of like slotted in there. It's like, hey, like I'm an A player or a B player or whatever. And like some people, they're definitely better than that, or some people kind of like gauged it a little bit differently. But even then, like you can see a lot of these players like starting to become their own, just come into their own and just completely take over some of the games.
Oh, totally. And I think what separates those top teams from those teams that can dominate in a certain division, is kind of like how everybody plays together. You might have that one really strong player, but can he or she bring up those bottom players, and help them kind of work together? A lot of this is teamwork, and going into these Chumps weeks, people are picking their maps, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's going to be very, very comfortable on the maps. They're not going to be surprised, and they're not going to be playing Piccadilly if they don't want to. So everybody's going to be excited to play, and I think when you get to pick your own maps, we'll see some crazy things going on. I think some people in Search and Destroy might have some secrets that they're hidden for Chumps Week. Hopefully, we'll see some cool setups.
Yeah, so we're gonna go over the map set really quick here. We have the first one is gonna be Gunrunner Hardpoint. I don't know what you think about that map or what your general consensus is.
Gunrunner Hardpoint, it's a great map. I think Gunrunner is probably one of the best, if not the best map for all three modes. I think it's strong in domination. Obviously, you only have 3 maps in domination, so it's going to be a top 3 regardless. But I think it stands out because it really favors those teams that can make those early rotations. Those teams that are communicating and working well together. And I know for sure there's no strong P2 like Hackney, but holding P2 is and getting those spawns is very important. And we'll see kind of who can work the spawns well here, who can get those rotations early, and I think that's just whoever's going to rotate here first is going to take this map.
Yeah, this is one of those maps that when I finally came back to start playing the game, it was weird to see somebody give up all of that P1 hill time and just go for spawns. Like you'll have games where you have everybody flooding to go get those spawns and nobody's grabbing time. Sometimes you'll like have a couple people like, oh, I'm gonna sit get these 10 seconds and then I'm gonna go push. Other times you just like completely like trying to take those spawns because it's so important.
Right. I think the problem with Gunrunner P1, not a lot of teams can figure out a way to get a solid chunk of time on that. Usually a lot of people will set up in P2, they'll play for spawns, and they'll just pick people off that P1 hill. So it's more of a playing for not letting the other team get any time versus trying to get some time on that P1 hill, which makes it really interesting. You'll see the map pretty much open wide, as teams go for those P2 spawns and kind of disregard the P1 time.
Yeah, so we looks like we have everybody in the lobby here. Gonna make sure that everyone's assigned where they're supposed to go, and hopefully everybody, it looks like we have one PC player and everybody else is on console. So sometimes you'll have an issue with those people. Some people like to say that the keyboard and mouse guys are just absolutely dominant. I feel like sometimes it's really close, man. Like a keyboard and mouse doesn't always make that big of a difference.
Oh yeah, I think COD in general, there are a lot of benefits to using a controller over a mouse. I think both have their advantages, and if you are a cracked PC player who can turn on somebody, it looks amazing. It's crazy, but overall, I think controller players have a fair chance. I don't think there's this much difference currently, especially in our league, between the controller and the PC players.
All right, I'm just making sure that everybody's all set here. And it looks like we are. And then let me see. You guys can start it up whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
All right, so let's let these guys hop in. Get ready for this hard point on Gunrunner. Is there anybody on this roster that stands out for you?
Man, I've played a lot of games with Irish Mike, and he has a nasty ram. I'm excited to see what he decides to use today. If he pulls out the ram, I think it could be GG's right away. He's nasty with it, so I'm excited to see what he uses. I'm gonna be keeping my eye on him for sure.
Yeah, I feel like when at first I thought the ram was just like a straight troll weapon. When I had people use it against me, I didn't feel the same way anymore.
Right? Yeah. It's a pretty good gun.
It is pretty good, yeah.
I think off of dedicated servers as well is something you have to pay attention to, because it's a 12 hertz server now, right? So the RAM is gonna perform a little better than it used to. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens. Hopefully we can see a little different meta than just the MP5 M4.
Yeah,
But
I personally
anyway,
like to use the AUG. I think the AUG's probably one of my favorite weapons.
I have a lot of fun with the AUG. The AUG is a very good gun. I think the only downside to using the AUG is just that 25 round mag.
Mm-hmm.
You can it's really hard to get a double kill or a triple kill.
Or a triple, yep.
Yeah, something that is really important if you're playing the Slayer role is to have the ability to get that triple kill off rotations.
All right, so it looks like we're gonna hop on board here with Recon for a bit and see what these guys do on their opening break here. It looks like most of them are gonna be pushing forward. It doesn't look like Florida is doing or is gonna keep anybody back there to hold the spawns, but it looks like they're trying to get some of this free time in the middle.
Yeah, it looks like they go for a little bit of a push up that forest side, and it didn't work out quite well. So right now we're seeing Recon going straight for these spawns. Looks like he's sneaking through. He's
sneaking through.
Great play. Look at this. Oh, he does
get spotted. Yeah.
Hopefully he can just play his life out here. Florida though,
they
already
should be
20
aware
seconds on this P1, which is crazy to see.
Yeah, it looks like Recon, they just kind of let him go. He's just sitting in the back there. It looks like there's a player going for him, and he doesn't find him. See if we can swap over here.
Cubics is looking for him, trying to find this kill. Oh, and he does.
He's here.
He finds him in the back.
Yeah, finally gets him.
So that's a huge kill for LAG right now. Just trying to hold these spawns, not letting someone sneak behind them.
Yeah, so looks like Cubis is. Ooh, I'm kind of surprised he dropped down there. I was gonna say he's gonna hold up on top AC, but it doesn't look like he did.
And he's gonna meet a lot of Florida players here as they kind of push through the Cole side here.
And it looks like they have everyone set up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a pretty good
LAG for this new hill right now. Yeah.
They have every side covered, and it looks like Cubics goes down, but it still seems like they're getting spawns. Florida might try and flood this left side, but
and I like this play a lot. This is gonna work really well if you can flood the back and the left side. It really opens up this hill. See if they can get a successful break. Strack is holding down the line,
yep. And they actually got LAG to spawn out here. So 20 seconds left on this hill.
Yeah, who's gonna rotate first? That's the curious part.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious to see
too. Wants to pick up the lead here with this last couple seconds, but
yeah, I wonder if that's a mistake.
On rotation. Yeah, 3 down for Florida.
Yeah, and it looks like Florida actually took those deaths and they just kind of ran with it and just rotated off to the next one. So it looks like they're set up for this next hill completely.
Yeah, and Cubics is on the heady with a trophy down in hill. It's going to be hard to break this. That heady is very annoying, very hard to break through.
Hey, CJ, is this an Uzi? Or is this an MP7? What is that?
No, that's an Uzi.
That's an Uzi?
You love to see something like that.
Yeah, something a little bit different, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the Uzi. Is it a little more like... Is it shoot faster? Does it do more damage? Why would you use that instead of the MP5?
So the benefits for the Uzi is really the damage range, you know, and I'm not sure if he's using the .41 ammo conversion,
Mhm.
but with that FSS Recon barrel, it really opens up your engagements, and you can get into some longer range gunfights than with the MP5.
Okay, so then it's almost like your flex gun, you would call it. So
Yeah.
it's a mid and short range. Obviously, still a sub, so you can still get that that movement speed and that pull up time, but you still get that damage at the range.
Oh, definitely a great flex option here.
So
And
right.
I think this is pretty solid right now. I think they pretty much split that last hill,
Mm-hmm.
and Florida's set up to kind of take control here. They have a pinch set up. Killshire going for a pinch in bathrooms here. It's a
And
great play.
I do want to point out that Juan Cena is 16-9. He's probably, I think he was the first one to hit double digits. Irish Mike just hitting 10 right now. So I mean, Juan is doing an absolute job of just working all of these guys. Let me see if we can
But
swap over to him.
Far left though, you can see player 2, Mont,
Yeah.
hiding in the back. He's getting those spawns for his team. That's a great play.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna set them up.
He's just hiding
He's
back
still
here.
hiding back there, yeah. Florida's set up in new though, it looks like. It's gonna be interesting to see when he pinches, and here he goes.
Ooh,
Can he
is
get this
gonna
one
able to
kill?
get the kill?
It's gonna be huge.
Okay, he gets
A
one.
huge win. But he gets picked off by Recon.
Yeah, that's
Trade
unlucky.
out really well there by Florida.
I think he should have held a little bit more and just waited for his team to push. And it just, kind of pinch them together. It just kind of overwhelmed them. And I think Cubics there was kind of getting shots on his own boy.
Yeah, it's really hard to play that patient role. You're never really sure, am I just gonna sit here and kind of waste my time and not go for a pinch
Yeah.
and not pick up an easy kill there? But overall, it's been a fairly contested hill. Florida taking control of it for the most part. But I say this is a very hard hill to break. One of the hardest in the game.
Yeah, and I know Codcaster has a couple of issues here. It looks like Recon's in the hill, but LAG's actually getting the points. So it's a little lopsided, which it just, bear with us, guys. It's just Codcaster issues and glitches and stuff. And the game is almost over. Hopefully on the next one, they kind of pull it together a little bit more. But I do think LAG is in the lead.
Killshire is battling it out for spawns there, but LAG kind of holding their own here.
I think I want to hop on board with Juan here. He's got a 20 here. 22 kills. Is he rocking? He is rocking an SMG.
I'd say the difference so far has been kind of like, you see here how Florida has been able to just take time off this P1 hill both times, and it's kind of setting the tone for their team. They're not too worried about flipping spawns. They want to get this time.
Yeah, and I think that's a smart move. I think a lot of teams just tend to give up a lot of the P1 hill, and it doesn't really benefit if you're giving them 30 seconds. Every rotation. That's what is that 90 points? Like, you don't want to give them 90 points for free.
Right. Oh, Juan Cena can't find that one kill. And that's 4 down for LAG. The break is on.
So
Like I mentioned earlier, Mike with the Ram, he's been doing well. He's been having a good game so far.
I feel like this hill is very it's very difficult to stay alive when you get flooded like that. You just kind of like try and finesse left and right.
Here. Yeah. I think one of the better ways to break that hill, as everybody kind of heads for rotation for this new hill. Looks like LAG is there currently. Got 2 players in next hill. Mike with the Ram. Gonna see if he can disrupt this and take control for his team.
I don't know if he saw that guy. The guy definitely saw him, but
I don't think Mike saw him. He's just gonna sit back and play his life.
Oh, nice.
Just one pick. There you go.
He does get control of this, but
yeah,
the rest of his team. Oh, the rest of his team's starting to come now, but
Mike doesn't realize they've flipped yet. Here you go.
Wow.
He's turned around now. He's ready. Ram in hand.
Wow.
Mike's going off. There's 2 right there.
Yeah,
he's on a 3 kill streak here. Set up well.
That was huge for them, man. He was able to pick them up.
Mike just made a huge play, and he's continuing to go off.
I have to pick up this ram myself.
Finally, Mike goes down. Help is on an 8 kill streak right now, though.
Wow.
You can look at him.
Yeah, let me swap over here and see. It looks like he's still on the hill too, so.
Yeah, he's probably just holding that heady right now. As we talked about earlier, this
Yeah.
is just a powerful position. Now he's on 9. Helpa going off for his team here.
Oh, wow.
Make it 10. Let's
He's-
go.
He's challenging everything.
Look at this, man. He's frying.
Nice. Yeah, then that's the game for them. I want to say Florida won.
Florida did win. I believe Florida won here. I'd be surprised if it wasn't Florida.
So
who won
Juan
this game.
was, doing amazing during that. So give us a second, guys. We're gonna go into intermission for a little bit while we wait for these guys to settle in.
CJ, the Uzi though, kind of went off. Good for him.
Let's go. All right, looks like we're hopping into map 2. We got the Arklov Peak S&D.
Arklov is one of the most interesting maps, I think, in this game. It's very spread out. The lanes are very long. I would not be surprised if you saw 5 ARs on one team. Using a sub on this map is very difficult.
I know a lot of people like to pull out the subs in this for sure too.
You'll see a lot of sub play in that B bomb site area. That's where they're most effective, in my opinion. And possibly even some snipers, hopefully.
So we got a very long start time, but that's just to make sure that all the teams are in place. I'm gonna have to double check the teams, make sure they're on the right side, and I don't think they are.
Looking at chat, we can see that some people are going for a Florida 3-0 here. This map will definitely be a deciding factor if LAG can turn things around quickly.
Where's the who do we got on the attacking team? I think I have them.
Looks like they're switched. Okay,
yeah,
so
they are switched.
Looks like we have LAG on attack with Florida defending. Mike with the HDR pulling it out right away. You love to see that. There's the first blood.
So Recon with the first blood on Juan. So
They're playing this really slow. I like that. Nobody's rotating yet. Quite yet.
Let me swap over
the
to
B-bomb
the
side.
attacking side here and see what these guys are going to be up to. It looks like they're going for a B play. And they're watching the
How quickly can they
cross.
sniff this out? I think he got in there without being seen by Recon. Oh, but he saw his teammate.
I'm surprised he's waiting so long because he's the bomb carrier here. So they got 2 picks though. So it is a.
They don't know that nobody's in that B bomb site. It's theirs for the taking.
Yep.
As I say that, one player sneaks into B.
Cubics did get a nice little kill on the flank, so.
Oh, this is a great play here. Just instantly rotating this to A.
I think Strack is behind somebody. Yep.
Strack here playing his life. Oh, gets taken down by Recon.
So it looks like they're on B here.
Yeah, we're gonna get a bomb down on A. In a 2v4.
Oh wow, Weebu's with the nice shots on Irish there, even though he had a sniper. Unlucky, gets taken down in the ravine there.
We got a 1v3 situation here for Cubics.
Oh, and that's
Never mind.
everybody down. So this is Florida taking the. No, it's lag, right?
This is lag. No, right now we're watching Florida.
We're watching Florida. Okay. So on your screens, it's backwards, but the icons are correct.
Yeah, the map count between rounds, the round count. Well, now they're not correct, but it should be Florida up 1-0. Thank you for everybody bearing with us here. So now we have Florida on the attack here.
Yep. So we're swap over.
Let's see where are they gonna decide to take this?
So who has bomb here? Is it Killshire? Yep. Killshire has a bomb, and it looks like they're going for an A play here.
A bomb site on our COD, very contested bomb site.
This is a really good bomb site for these ARs to make a difference on their teams for sure. And Irish has that blue dot. I know this is one of those things that like came up, especially towards the end of the game, where people realized that the blue dot was a little bit better. I've always preferred the blue dot in like all Call of Duty games.
Oh yeah, the blue dot is nice. It's clean. It's a little smaller too, I think, than the red dot.
And I feel like
Maybe
that's why I liked it, because it was a little bit smaller, a little bit easier to pinpoint people. Oh,
Mike's trying to get this pick off this sniper in top hostile.
Monty was able to get a nice pick with the snipe there. Mike was able to pick him up.
1v4. Pretty devastating A attack here from Florida.
Yeah, Florida was able to just win all of their fights left and right. And they got this bomb covered, so we'll have to see if Strat can at least, you know, pick up a couple kills. And it looks like Florida's going to take that second one, that second round.
There's a pretty compelling A attack there from Florida. Very impressive.
Yeah, the opening kills are very, very important for the S&D. You know, a lot of times I'll see people get one kill and they'll be very, very aggressive, or sometimes even like completely swap over and go to a different bomb site. It really just depends on your team and like how well you've coordinated with them.
Yeah, in 5v5, First Bloods kind of open up the map, I say. You know, not as much as it might in a 4v4, but they're nonetheless still very important and correlate to round wins most of the time.
Oh,
look at that. CJ just
ran
pushes up trench immediately.
Wow.
We're already down to a 2v4.
Yeah, that was definitely not expected by Lag. I'm surprised that he was. I mean, they got a trade on him, but he still got a kill.
Yeah, now Lag is kind of stuck in a hard place here. Not really sure how they're gonna work this. But Florida's set up perfectly, just 2 and 2.
Oh.
And Recon finds the pick.
Yeah, it's definitely not
rotating.
It's not a good spot to be in with the sub.
Yeah, and that's what I mentioned earlier. You know, subs on this map are very hard to play unless you're in that B bomb site.
I think he popped dead silence and he's running over here.
Yeah, he might be able to get a bomb down here. 18 seconds left. Nobody's near B right now for Florida. He's going to get this down.
I think he has a sniper, though, so it's going to be kind of tough for him.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, nice try from Monty there. At least he was able to get the bomb down, but it's a little difficult when you have CJ just running right down the ravine, man. You don't want to peek it because you don't want to get sniped, right? But at the same time, you also don't want to rush up there either.
Right, CJ kind of opened up that game for his team right there. You know, just disrupting that A attack immediately, kind of keeping everybody on their toes here. Great play by CJ to open up the round, and well played by Florida to close that one out.
And it looks like Florida are actually it is a 3-0 round count for Florida right now.
And they are on attack here. Let's see if they're just going to go with A again here. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, just after how dominant they were there last time.
Yeah, usually if it ain't broke, you know.
Don't fix it.
Yep.
Definitely. But here we go. Never mind that. They're going to try their luck at B.
That
Killshire gets picked off immediately by Strack.
That was a little questionable. There, no stun, no smoke, nothing. He just kind of decided to run down the middle of the map.
Yeah, and look how spread out LAG is right now, defending-wise. You know, they're set up. They have everything covered.
Nice. CJ getting a nice kill there.
Nice shots from CJ.
Irish is still I don't think Irish was using the Uzi though. He was using the Ram, right, in the hardpoint.
Yeah.
So I guess Irish is just big
Irish
fan.
just switched it up. Yeah, he went from a sniper to an M4, now the Uzi.
This man decides to just break all metas. Ooh.
Guess a very versatile guy, no?
He knows he's up there.
Mike knows up. Yep. Can he get the kill though?
Nice.
There it is. That opens up the B bomb side, but LAG is going to rotate really quickly here, trying to find Mike. Mike needs to get this bomb down in 20 seconds to do so.
Ooh, he might be getting killed.
Oh, I think he's going to get picked here from window.
Yep.
Yeah. Juan Cena, great job there.
They know bomb is down, so. Helpa getting a nice pick.
2v1. Monty's the last one left. He was a sniper. Yep, there he goes.
Nice, and I think that's Lag's first round, right? It should be.
I think Florida won this one. No, I think it should be 4-0 now.
Is it still 4-0? Oh man, I'm just trying to, you know. I was hoping for Lag to win that.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure something out quick here.
Yeah, try something
before
different.
This gets out of hand.
Either that, or give them the 5-0 lead and then just win 6 in a row. What's better than winning 6 in a? What's better than winning? Search and destroy is just winning 6 in a row.
All right, every full sale starts with a 5-0 and a 4-0 before that. So hopefully we can see something happen here.
Yes, a little bit of life would be nice from LAG here.
As CJ instantly gets the first blood onto LAG.
There seems to be a lot of running down the middle of certain areas. CJ just absolutely beams Strack. CJ's been doing a really good job this S&D here. Getting a lot of opening kills.
Knows where to sit, knows where to look.
Mm-hmm.
I give him that.
I mean, on top of that, though, just using a submachine gun to run down the side was, uncalled, like unprecedented. So I was surprised that he was able to get that kill.
Right.
So he's making moves for his team. He's able to give those opening chances to them, and it's kind of nice to see that he doesn't only use a sub. He switches it up, uses an AR, uses a sub. All he needs to do now is just pull out a sniper, and we'll just all around player.
There you go. And we see LAG fall to 5-0 with Florida leading, showing their dominance. Showing how good they are. 5-0 lead for Florida currently. Well done by them. Can LAG show some signs of life here?
Yes, sometimes it's good to just all together just rush a bomb site and try and hope for the best, because sometimes people won't expect it.
Right.
We got Irish Mike with the bomb here.
They're going for here. An A push. Looks like all but one are hitting A. Gonna see the first engagement. CJ wins
with another first blood. Yes, CJ ran right down the middle of the map. He's finally gets taken out.
Finally gets taken out. There it is. He went for a quick pinch there, which is a good play, but
oof.
Right now this is gonna be tough to get a bomb down. LAG is attacking from every angle.
Cubics needs to be a little bit more decisive and just kind of push forward. It looks like they finally were able to get around them, get a couple kills.
A 2v2. Mike makes it a 2v1 here. Strack, he doesn't see him, I don't think. Maybe he knows. Mike's going to plant this for the right side. I think he knows Strack's in there. Oh, he heard him.
Nice little smoke.
Good use of utility.
Oof, unfortunate.
And there it goes. Florida with the 6-0 in map 2, Arclov Search and Destroy.
Yeah, it just looks like S&D was just their game mode. They were just able to get opening picks. CJ got a lot of, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 of the rounds, he got first blood. And that is huge.
He knew where to be. He knew where to be, and he knew where to look. He played it very well. Very good performance from CJ. Yeah. Recon Elite going 7-0, though. Am I reading that correctly?
That is 7-0 for him. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break, have these guys load into the next map, and then we'll be right back. All right, it looks like the teams are starting to get ready for their next match. Domination Gunrunner. Let's
And I'm excited for this one. I honestly think LAG has a pretty good chance on this Domination Gunrunner for sure. I know it's a 2-0 map camp, but I think LAG can really swing this map and hopefully build some momentum off of it.
Yeah, it's Domination. I feel like sometimes is kind of a toss up. It feels like if you push too much to get that third flag, you might get flipped on and just completely lose your lead.
Yeah, it's almost like a delicate craft, neutralizing the third flag and not losing spawns when you have the preferred spawns of A. But I'm very curious to see how this is going to go. I think LAG has a pretty good chance here, and I think I'm going to take them here to win this map 3.
What 2 flags do you want on here? BC, AB, AC?
AB is the preferred flag setup.
Okay.
It's very easy to neutral C and not flip spawns. People would just start spawning back water tower. Really easy to overextend onto the C flag if you have AB control. I think also that you spawn closer to the B flag on A site.
Okay.
So
yeah,
excited to see how this goes.
Gunrunner seems to be like a preferred map for everybody. Out of the 20 maps that we're playing from our divisions, 10 of them are Gunrunner. So whether it's Hardpoint or Domination, I don't think they play S&D on this, do they?
They don't this series, but you can play S&D on Gunrunner. Surprised that we didn't see that. I think Gunrunner S&D is one of the best maps in the game for the game mode.
Can we get some W's in the chat? We got the game loaded up.
Oh,
we got the teams.
It's perfect. The teams are correct.
Perfect. So let's see here.
So Florida has just taken control of B already. They got the AB right now.
Yeah, it didn't
like LAG's trying to flip it, trying to put some pressure on A here off the rip.
Yeah, and it's kind of what I expected, right? If you spawn in the A side, you go for B right away. While if you're spawning on C side, you want to try and flip it and get the A spawn so you can finally turn it back around. And it doesn't look like LAG were able to do that very well.
Yeah, it looks like Monty there was thinking about going for it, but he got caught up. Honestly, there is definitely room for LAG to sneak past through Forest and try to flip these spawns. Nobody's really watching it from Florida. Juan Cena with some great shots there. Can't get away with his life, though.
And it looks like
LAG
a lot of
now
action
have
is
that
just going
BT
around
cap.
B. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, so pretty much
Things are looking
it's just
pretty
going
fair.
back and forth. So it looked, like I said, it's finally some life from LAG, and you're able to see just kind of what they're capable of. Because these guys are good players, you know. Quantine has been doing absolutely amazing through this entire series, putting up some pretty good numbers in the hardpoint. And it just seems like they were just falling a little bit short. And the S&D, I think they just got outplayed as a team in general. But respawns is kind of like what everybody practices, you know. That's what everybody puts those reps in. Everybody puts the time in. So that's kind of when you see a lot closer matches.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, and I think honestly a lot of people feel a lot of different ways about Domination. But I think we lost an LAG player.
Oh yeah, that's what it looks
Actually,
like.
now that I'm seeing it, it looks like he's on Florida's team right now. Not sure what's going on there. Looks like he's just unmarked, but no, it looks like Florida has 6 players right now.
Yeah, Florida does have 6 players. I think they're asking for a change of host. That might be what's going on.
I think that's probably what it is, yeah.
Because it does look like Irish is lagging. Well, it looks like everybody's lagging. We're watching a slideshow here. So we're gonna go back to a.
We'll probably get a switch host here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Very
that
nice.
looks pretty
Some
bad.
So let's swap over to our faces instead, and let's see what these guys are gonna do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna swap. Either somebody's lagging out, or you know, they should just end it. Yeah, there goes the end.
Yeah, good. Okay.
So I'm not sure how they want to go about it. They can restart the map. I don't think it's too much of a difference. So they're just gonna have to find a new host. Like I said, it's really nice to see LAG finally showing some life. Let's go with the fact that, well, I don't know who's actually hosting this, but I'm pretty sure, regardless of hosts, seeing them put some points on the board is really good, especially being able to flip the spawn. I feel like it's really hard to swap it over from C to B, from C to A.
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely hard to get that flip right off the bat, and they're gonna start this map with bad side, so it's almost top priority right away for them. But I think they played it really well. I think they recovered after their first attempt at flipping didn't work. They went back and they said, "Hey, let's grab C and B and grab some points." I think that was really important. A lot of teams will get tunnel vision. They'll only think, "Okay, we gotta flip, we gotta flip, we gotta flip," while the other team's just racking up points. So I think they know what they're doing, and I'm excited to see if we can get a whole game going here.
Yeah,
and hopefully some better connections.
I feel like
dedicated servers is tough, but these guys are playing through it, and I respect that.
I think Juan Cena is going to be a big factor on their team to bring them in and just kind of reel everybody in and just be like, okay, like we can do this. 2 pieces, 3 pieces. If when you're playing on a team and you have that one person who goes, "Let's fucking go," or like is just popping off, that kind of drives everybody to do better, to kind of get on their A game. People have off games. You can't. Okay, some people can, but I personally can't be at the top of the scoreboard every single time. I'm personally one of those players who can kind of direct and kind of bring everyone together in terms of game knowledge, what's next. Some people are just, by slaying, can just bring the whole team's morale just up. And I think Juan Cena is going to definitely be one of those players who can do it for LAG.
And I think in domination specifically, I think it's one of the most important modes right now to have that kind of in-game leader to kind of focus everybody's attention to say, "Hey, we need to do this. We need to go to B," right? Because everybody in domination can get caught up doing their own thing, and with a 4 or 5 second respawn time, your life is important. So
yeah,
you want to use that very valuably, and push together, work as a team. So hopefully we get this game going. Hopefully Juan Cena and LAG can take this map 3.
Yeah, and I think Florida needs to make sure they don't get a little ahead of themselves. I feel like it happens quite often in this league, right? You go up 2-0 and you're doing really well, and all of a sudden now, like, you lost domination. It's just Dom, whatever. Then the search and destroy sometimes, maybe that wasn't LAG's map. Maybe they just had a lot more people who can, snipe, who can AR or whatever. I mean, CJ just had the flanks, but all of a sudden you lost the S&D. Okay, well now, or you lost a hard point, and then now game 5 S&D. Now they can go to anybody. So you can easily get reverse swept, and I don't want to say it's a lot of pressure, but it does feel bad. It 100% feels bad to be, just reverse swept. It's one of the worst feelings, because you're like, we were so close, especially in Chumps week.
Yeah, I think if you're LAG and if you're Florida, you're saying one game at a time. Everybody take it one game at a time. We'll figure this out. And having an in-game leader, having someone who has those positive vibes, to bring to the team, that's super important. Keeping everybody checking vibe checks and all of that, keeping everybody focused is very important.
All right,
here
guys.
We go.
So we got round 2. We're back at it, and it looks like it's a little bit similar, but we'll see if Florida can actually pull off holding the B flag this time.
It looks like this time around, LAG elects to just go fight at B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, last time they definitely let it go.
Right away.
Oh, but we have Florida neutralizing C, and
it looks like LAG's capping B currently. Mike's the only one around here. He's going to challenge out.
Wow.
Gets a huge kill off that B flag, but gets met with 2 LAG players who are probably going to get this B and C cap and try to hold this.
Yep. So
Florida's been doing a great job, though, of overextending and neutralizing that C flag like we've seen before. So they know what they're doing. They're here to win.
Yeah, so LAG finally, they have BC control, and a lot of people will be like, you know what, it's not the most ideal, but still, getting points on the board in general is just good. You know, having the other team worry like we don't have B, we don't have B, is still something. So it's not ideal, but you can still win off of a CB push.
Oh, Juan Cena snuffed out that C push from Florida. Good play from him. Does find a teammate though in the action, and now he's gonna go for these A spawns. It looks like. You know, a lot of
Almost
people
picking up CJ
when they
there.
have the AB, they'll overextend. They'll go for the neutral. They'll put pressure on C, and that opens up the B flag. You want to see players on this CB side do the same thing on A. Try to open up some space, some room for their teammates to capture B, or even potentially flip spawns.
Yeah, and it looks like that's exactly what Cena's doing. You know, he was back there and he was, you know, getting a couple kills. So all of a sudden, you know, LAG starts to have a little bit more of the open map, and Florida has to kind of diverge some of their players to kind of take care of them. As soon as you see, you know, one player go down, okay, now I know he's there. You see him kill another person. Okay, now we need to focus him because now he can get behind us. He can neutralize our flag. So it's really important for the team to be aware of who's dying and who's constantly doing what, you know?
Yeah, we're seeing a great job from Florida right now, just holding this AB, fending off anybody trying to flip spawns here. As they lead by roughly 12 points here, 13.
Yeah, it's nothing big. Ooh, Irish with a nice double kill with that frag grenade. I'm a big fan of frag grenades. I wish that frag grenades were the meta. I know that they take longer to explode, but I think it takes so much more skill to use a frag than chuck a Semtex.
I love the frag for the bounce effect that it has, you know? It can end up anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I like that, is we say Weebos finds a nice kill here, opening up the B site. But what a play from Halpa.
Yeah.
You know, he pinched right through control. It's a great play to keep everybody away from B.
Yeah, Halpa's doing amazing right now. He actually is. He has a 6 kill streak. He's in 11-3 too.
Yeah, how's LAG gonna kind of group up here? What are they gonna go for?
It looks they have to kind of contest the. Oh.
Oh, and look at Halpa. Great shots, great
on
movement.
stream.
Look at him go.
That was I think that was his 8th kill in a row, and he gets finally taken down. But still, I think Halpa was.
Halpa's twisted, man. Look at that.
My goodness.
That was crazy.
Yeah, but this is definitely a really good spot for an AR. I kind of wish that LAG would do the same. They would put a AR on the opposite side of Cole, just to make sure, you know, you're kind of shooting people back and forth. I feel like that Cole cart is also a really good spot to just kind of pick people off. And I don't think a lot of people do that because they might feel they're a little exposed.
Look at this. Where is LAG gonna spawn up now? It looks like spawns have flipped.
Yeah,
which could be huge. You know, they've just, you know, LAG here just has to figure out a way to get some points back up on the board as they do flip.
There's 30 seconds left. This is a really good. This is going to be really good for them. Irish Mike with a
three-piece though. The Ram and its full effect is in action tonight. You love to see that. I think what happened there, I think Florida pushed out, overextended, you know, going for kills.
I think they might have not been aware for the spawn flip. They might have just capped B and not expected them to be behind. And then the kill feed is all Florida right now.
Oh, look at this. Yep, we'll see this go to round 2, halftime here. Florida with a demanding lead.
34 points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Look at that.
Oh, that wasn't even Irish Mike. That was just Halpa doing Halpa things.
Halpa doing Halpa, man.
All right, so now that LAG are gonna start off on the good side, we'll have to see if they can take advantage of it and hold it.
Yeah. You know, honestly, this lead is definitely
doable.
Definitely doable to come back here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, with an A/B hold, a successful one, they really only need like a 2 cap, I think.
Yep.
And if they can hold that well, you know, it's their game. As they start off with 2 kills here. looks like the B flag battle is gonna go the way of.
It looks like LAG has it here.
Yeah, I think Florida just won a huge kill. Oh, Monty with a huge win there.
Yeah, Monty's doing really well to
these
stay
spawns.
alive there. And just protecting his home flag.
Yeah. And this is thing. Look at this. Like Mike is just pushed up all the way to the A flag, just putting pressure on him, and it's keeping people off the B flag.
It looks like they
went in a huge battle there to take the B flag.
Able to take the B flag. So even though they're protecting their home flag and they're keeping it safe, they still have to think about B. You can't just kind of let them take over B. Help it with another 3-piece. This man is on fire.
Number 9, Killshire is all the way in the back of their spawns, going for the flip here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I think this might work here.
Yep, and it looks like they're going to be able to take it.
These spawns, yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Where is Florida? No, they didn't get them. They couldn't get them.
Nope.
Look at that. The kill feed turns green for once. You love to see that.
I love to see it.
And LAG overextends, grabs C.
LAG has an AC hold here, so and they're gonna grab B too. This triple cap, if it happens, is gonna probably be something that will get them back in the game.
Right.
And still, I'm still kind of shocked that they still are holding AC.
Oh no! And look at this. Look, it looks like spawns have just flipped. Oh no. Okay. This is gonna make things very difficult for LAG to come back now with the BC setup now.
Yeah,
but I think they're going. Montino opens it up. They're all just gonna fly through.
Juan with that 3-piece, like I said, Juan is huge on his team and is making sure that they can at least get some pressure. Being able to cap that B flag, I expected a little bit more out of that push, but Juan with the 3-piece was able to just kind of secure his team at least a little bit more time.
Right. Good win. They need these. They need this CB. Honestly, here having somebody stay back and hold C is really important. Florida's been really good so far at just pushing through and neutralizing or capping C. Cubics goes in.
Nice.
Can't find the kill on Killshire.
So it's only a 16-point lead now from the 38 or 34. So they've obviously closed the gap down, but now they just need to make sure that they stay on top of it.
Yeah, grabbing BC here, holding a 2 cap is the priority number 1. Honestly, going for a flip here might be too risky. They just need to hold.
I agree. I think they just hold B and then rack up these points here. They have a minute 45. I think they should have enough. CJ with a 3-piece. That B is going to definitely go over to Florida here.
Yeah, that was a crazy play by CJ.
That I think that's huge. That's going to swing things a little bit for him.
Oh, Killshire picking up 2 off spawn. Oh, things are looking desperate. LAG needs to figure something out. They need to do something here.
Yeah, they might need to slow it down a little bit, or maybe just pick it, or just turn it up a notch. It really depends on how they want to go about it, but they need to do something and they need to do it quickly.
And look at this, they're capping B right now. Oh no, never mind.
So I don't think they even have C. They just now got C, so.
Yeah, with a minute left here. 24-point deficit. But this current setup, it's not looking good for LAG. Not looking likely. CJ making the kills that count in the clutch time.
Florida with the AB now. And LAG is all over A, but I'm not sure if it's too little too late.
Yeah, here I think it is a little bit too little too late with only 1 flag secured. Oh, could they get B though?
LAG,
like the slaying power of muted Florida just been kind of controlling this whole game.
Yeah, CJ and Helpa were absolute monsters on all the flags, man. They were able to get 2 3-pieces left and right. Now, so it looks like Florida are going to take the 3-0 for the night. They just had a fantastic domination there too. LAG should have been able to hold it. I think that 3-piece from who was it? Helpa?
Helpa, CJ.
CJ.
There were a couple 3-pieces tonight.
Yeah.
It was a good game. A lot of people were on top of their game tonight. Very exciting stuff to watch. But man, LAG, I really thought they were gonna bring that back there. They were looking so good there for a second.
Yeah, CJ with 31 and 15. It's a pretty good. Helpa 28
Yeah.
and 14, 2 KD, 2 KD. You know, those two guys definitely threw everybody on their back. Helpa with 13 captures or 13 defends. Sorry, but yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, you can kind of just see they were there in the slaying department tonight.
Mm-hmm.
They got the kills they needed, and they got a lot of them.
Yeah,
You know, that's kind of what helped them control the pace of that game. They kind of felt like they were in control the whole time, to me, and I think that's just kind of a credit to their slaying power. You know, they got the kills.
yeah, and Juan was doing really well too. 27 kills. He was, you know, all in there. He was in Florida's spawn, making sure to get those kills, and his team was just not able to give them that assistance or that pressure that he was, you know, creating and opening. And that kind of sucks sometimes. You know, you can only do so much as one person unless you're killing everybody on the map. And if your team's not captain the flag, then that happens too. So right now we're going to go to a quick intermission. We have Division 3, Florida, as well as LAG coming up next. If you guys have any questions in the chat, you know, make sure you let us know. This is our Chumps week. It is our version of Champs. It is the end of season 1. We're getting ready for Black Ops Cold War. And we just kind of wanted to get a lot of these players, you know, oriented with how we run the league, how we want to do things, and making sure that everybody's welcome. Everybody who's new to the game, everyone who's played the game before, competitive wise. So if you guys have any questions, want to join, let me know. We do have our alpha stream going on at the same time. You guys should be able to go to twitch.tv, Call of Duty, COD Rec League, if you guys want to check out the alpha stream if you're not already. We're going to go on a quick break, and we'll see you guys when the next match is ready.